Hello everybody, Shadefire here, and today I'm taking a first impressions look at a spooky space game. This is Syndrome, a first-person survival-y horror kind of game. It's not a first-person run-away from monsters game like Fantaruk, which I looked at not too long ago, in that we actually do get weapons eventually. But let's just get into it, because I don't know much else about it. Space. The final spook tier. Gee, they pick up a mysterious package, and then they put it on their spaceship, and I'm guessing something bad happens to the spaceship. Kind of looks like a boat with all those windows. Here's a still of it in case you missed what it looked like. I think this is a loading screen. Alright, well this part is like Fantaruk because we're being woken up on said spaceship. Probably not a clone this time though. However, I have heard good things about this game.
Caleb Trent, Engineering Technical Officer, has been revived.
Okay, so we're an engineer, so it's more like Dead Space.
My head. What happened?
The voice acting is better, so far. Leave the cryo chamber room. Alright. This cryo chamber reminds me a lot of Halo, but I think that's just because of the... I was going to say semi-vertical cryo chambers, but I guess they're not. I'm just looking at things wrong. Never mind. But like these ones that are... That's not a cryo chamber. That is the thing next to a cryo chamber, you idiot. Alright, everybody else is dead. That's a shame. Unfortunately, I think this game is also Unreal Engine, so, you know, it's got that problem. Though I will say for Unreal Engine, this does look better than most of these horror games made on Unreal. And certainly a step above most garbage that's made in Unity. Which is not to say that everything made in Unity is garbage, only that there is a lot of garbage that happens to be made in Unity, since it's free, and anyone can attempt to make a
Solar
video.
flare detected. Blast shutters need to be closed immediately.
Oh yeah, that sounds like kind of something we want to do. Especially since there are apparently like 100 windows on this ship, if that's the same one we saw. No flashlight, yet. It's gonna be great when I take too long and we just get vaporized. I hate this job. I hate spending the best years of my life inside a ship. I really wasn't made for this. Why is the W italic? Is that just part of the font, that all the W's are italic? Yeah, I imagine that jobs that require you to go into deep space for long periods of time would probably pay better than hanging out on a space station somewhere. Like Sevastopol. Those really weren't meant for being shot in an emergency, judging by how long it takes them. Okay, so it's at upper blast shutters, so that means we also have to close the lower shutters. That's not giving us another objective yet, so I guess we'll just keep faffing around and something will happen.
Warning, solar flare detected. Blast shutters need to be closed immediately.
Did I not? Oh yeah, I guess I gotta find the lower blast shutters. It's always the company behind it. I guess because in space, companies will be a bigger deal. They have a cross-galactic influence. Well, there are a lot of windows here. This is probably where we shut them.
Blast shutters are closed. Area is now secure.
Crisis averted, and of course we have the nice added feature of making it even darker in here. Still, this is fairly well lit. Again, compared to Fantaruk, which I'm just going to keep comparing because it's the last one of these kind of games I've played recently. And, you know, I felt kind of bad for pointing out how shitty that game was, but, you know, I'm not accepting free keys from the publisher just because I'm going to say nice things about them. In fact, I never really made any sort of arrangement with the publisher, they just started sending me keys one day. Yeah, I guess the lowercase w's are just italic for some reason. That's weird. Crew stats: 7 healthy, 343 dead. Guess there won't be any more Halos then. Wait, did it say that we locked it down? Do we have cryostasis amnesia? Because, you know, a lot of sci-fi does indicate that being frozen is probably not great for your memory. For some reason. I don't know, I feel like the rest of you would probably be more affected by being frozen than just your brain, or at least your memories. I feel like you might suffer some brain damage from being frozen for too long. One thing I find odd is that in a lot of sci-fi, being frozen via cryostasis doesn't seem to ever cause any real problems for your muscles. Like, you might be a little shaky when you first come out, just because you gotta reconnect your brain to the rest of your body or whatever, but there never seems to be like a case of your muscles atrophying while frozen, which is weird, because it's not like you're being put into time stop. But I guess maybe if your cellular processes are slowed down by being frozen, then the, you know, the entropy of your muscles breaking down also wouldn't really happen. I don't know. It's sci-fi tech. It's not like it actually makes that much sense. Got a bit of a junkie ship, but not a ship full of junkies. With the shutters closed, we seem to be lacking an objective once again. I suppose we are just supposed to be exploring right now. Okay, I've done a full lap again. Exploring, and then something bad will happen that will give us a new objective. Is that a doorway? No, it's just blackness. Alright, we unlocked the door to the lobby, which is over here somewhere. Yeah, we're already in this room. Guess we just need to go this way. Okay, this is just... oh. I was very confused because I turned around and it was still black, but it's because we went through a transition.
Multiple contaminations. Please wait.
Is anyone there? Can anyone hear me?
I'm here. Who's this?
This is Commander Naomi. I'm part of the Marine
Naomi.
detachment aboard the Valkenburg. Identify yourself.
I'm Galen.
Officer Galen. We thought you were dead.
I just woke up from cryosleep. My mind is a blur. I don't know what's going on.
How long have you been asleep?
I'm not sure. I don't remember much.
Most likely the effect of cryosleep. You should be okay in a few hours.
I hope so. Where is everyone?
Okay. Something really bad has happened on the ship.
Bad? What do you mean?
I like that we're trapped in the exposition
I need
chamber.
you to focus. I'm locked in the lower floor of the ship with some of my men. We need you to restore power. Are you able to do this?
I'll try, but...
Well, I am an engineer.
Careful. Trust no one. I must break contact or they'll find us.
They? Who's they?
If everyone's dead, then there isn't really much people to trust. But I guess they'll probably be space zombies affected by space phenomena from the mysterious object. Which I'm sure was not something created by a mad AI who has fired part of herself into space and then created an entire race that she created out of some jibble jobble she found on a planet. I can't wait to see Dave. I love him so much. It's been 2 months now. I feel like space travel would definitely put a damper on relationships. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be, on the other side of the fucking universe for the next 6 months. I suppose it's not really any different from relationships where your job forces you to travel. There's a point where distance doesn't really matter, as long as you're not in the same place. We got a robot fella here. He looks a bit down. Also, he's got a pipe in his hand, or his hand is a pipe. Hope he doesn't explode. I have no access to the elevator. Good thing there's an access console here. Oh, it's a save point. That's a weird looking save point. Takes your blood pressure and saves your game.
What the?
Let's just not go in there. Oh. I thought that clicking was coming from the robot and I was momentarily disturbed. Okay, that audio is not positional though because it was always on my left when I turned around. Alright, let's look at the dead people. Okay, it does look cut off. Yeah, that audio is throwing me off because it's not position. Ugh, bless me. I was gonna say, it's not positional. So, I keep thinking like, oh, I should probably move because something's right next to me. And then I turn around and it's still right next to me. I mean, this one looks alright. They're just sort of casually hanging from the ceiling. So we got more cryopods down here, but these ones are like industrial cryopods. Can't do anything with these computer. I got stuck. There we go. I was momentarily stuck in a box. Alright, spooky spaceship, what do you got? When are we gonna start seeing visions of our not dead, but disabled child? With his gross chewed up legs. Oh, that looks like a thing. Nope. It's not a thing. Not a thing that matters to us anyway. You restore power to open that door. Need security access to open that door. This door just, it doesn't function. Door mechanism broken again. Use the vent to get inside. Okay, so we have to find a vent. This guess really is turning into Vent Horizon. That looks like a glue gun? I was gonna say it looks like a gun, but no. It really does just look like a glue gun. Is there a vent back here? I can't jump. What is with horror games and not letting you jump? Does it just remove the spook aspect when you start hopping like an idiot to get away from some monster? Okay. So I'm not seeing a vent. And we can't get into this door. So I guess there's not much we can do in the body room for now. Let's look at one of these other doors. Medical bay. Can't get through there. Systems room. This is probably where we'd be able to turn on the power. We are all dead. Except for me. I was alive enough to write this message in my blood. It's one of those funny things you never really consider, but can you picture some idiot standing here, like, dipping his fingers into his disemboweled guts so he can write on the wall, "We are all dead." Dr. Wolbach. There's nothing wrong with my crew. Shut up, you stupid psychologist. What do you know? Manual override necessary at auxiliary terminals 1 and 2. It's not quite how the song goes. It's crawling in my skin. These fatal wounds, they will not heal. Check your inventory by pressing I. Keycard, alright. That should open that door we saw. That required a keycard. And that was in the cryo labs. Cryosoup rooms. We didn't... No, cryo labs would be where we came from. Yeah. So let's go this way. Hup. I like that I said hup like I was jumping because I hit spacebar, but of course spacebar doesn't do anything because we can't jump. You think we can get one of these robot fellas online? Probably a handy thing to have. System has been offline for 187.5 hours. So that's what? More than a week? Less than 2 weeks? And this should lead us into the other room, where we should be able to find auxiliary power thing number 2. Oh man, this is weird. You like shoot forward.
What? I'm hearing things.
I guess this is supposed to look a bit more realistic, where you're kind of dragging yourself forward and not awkwardly like frog crouching, like most video games assume you're doing. But if they wanted it to be realistic, you wouldn't really be able to look behind you. There's a dramatic crescendo coming. Crescendo? I guess it's crescendo. Durr. One big problem when you learn most of your vocabulary as a child through reading is that you don't actually know how to pronounce anything correctly. Why won't you talk to me, Dave? It's so hard being apart from him. Turn that on. Can we open the door from this side? Or do we have to crawl back through the vent? Alright, hope nothing spooky happens. Again. This is a very, very well lit tunnel. Like, is this designed so that engineers who have to crawl through here can actually see what they're doing? Like it's some sort of Jeffrey's tube? Actually, is it Jeffrey's tube lit? I don't remember now. Okay. Nope, stop crouching. Now we just need to go back, turn the power on, and everything should be peachy. Lady will be able to get out of the room she's trapped in. We'll be able to figure out what went wrong here, and, you know, things will all have turned out for the best. System power on. Which doesn't seem to have done
we've
much.
Got power again. What? Being jammed.
Incoming audio transmission.
Officer Gallen, can you hear me? My name is James Marco, Technical Assistant 2nd Class. You can call me Jimmy. I know you were contacted by Naomi. Don't listen to her. Naomi and her soldiers are insane. They're shooting everyone on sight. A friend of mine from engineering was gunned down in front of me. They didn't even give him a chance to speak.
Was he infected with space madness?
Probably don't trust me. But that's okay. I don't trust anyone on this ship either. But we need to get the ship moving and find help. I'm locked in a cargo bay and can't do much from here. But I can guide you. You need to fix the engine so we can get this thing moving.
Well, if this game is like every other game like this, all of these people that we're hearing from and potentially interacting with are all going to be dead by the end anyway. Whether we're talking System Shock, well, System Shock 2, or Alien Isolation, or Dead Space, pretty much everybody in those dies. I guess not everybody... Not everybody in Dead Space dies. At least not Dead Space 2. Which I've never played, but, you know, I know a thing or two about it. Please contact Hygiene Specialist Robert Jameson or insert unlock code. Oh, that's a really long code. We're not guessing that. Something spooky is afoot. And possibly also around. Considering the power is apparently online, this is how dark it is normally in this ship. I mean, obviously not flickering, but like... Are they just trying to save money by putting so few lights everywhere? That fucking crawl space was better lit than these hallways. Sounds like somebody's getting a case of the space madness as well. Next thing you know, he'll be plucking out his eyes and telling you that you won't need to see where we're going. Or you won't need eyes to see where we're going. Anything of consequence in this room? I will say this actually does look pretty good visually so far for an Unreal Engine game. I mean, it's still got that shine jank. But again, that's something that you can't escape with the engine. Also, that's some weird wobbly looking shadows. None of these systems seem to do anything. Oh, there's a giant iPhone on the wall. I got stuck for a second in that corner. Why is it so orange in this room? Is this like a heating element? Alright, well, nothing in here does anything either. Do we have an objective right now? No. It's weird because I can't jump, but some things you just sort of climb over automatically. Oh, that's just me running out of stamina. That's not him, like, freaking out. Did I need... Yeah, okay, we need a vent tool. I suppose this robot has a vent tool for a hand. Anything? That first one we saw looked like he had like a tire iron looking thing. This guy just seems to have hands. Kind of useless robot, doesn't have tools for hands. Or bombs for hands. Do you have a tool on you? Nothing useful here. There's another busted robot we passed. Do you have a tool on you? Waste recycler. Is this a room? Did I go in here? No, I didn't, because there's a PDA thing. Headaches are getting worse. It's always headaches before psychosis. But I guess it's the crazy beta-zeta waves that the alien artifact is putting off. Infecting you with an extra chromosome. Or not an extra chromosome, what was it? The thing from the Doom movie where they had an extra gene. Or an extra gene pair. Can I really just not get over this? I feel like if I did this enough I could clip over it, but that would probably break the game. I haven't even really seen anything that looks like there would be a tool. Like, this is kind of a storagey closet, but it's mostly just a computer system. Haven't seen a maintenance closet or anything. Is there something here in the fire? Can I just climb over the fire? Nope. Not gonna be carrying on through those fires and flames. Is there a vent tool? Vent tool. Is this anything? Oh, it's like a canister or something. A lot of beeping computers that don't actually seem to be beeping for a reason. Alright, I guess I'll look around on my own and see if I can find this damn vent tool. Right, I was dumb and forgot that there was another door over here that was opened by turning the power on. The engine room. You found some food. This door is just stuck. Presumably, we will find a vent tool over here. Oh, I found a drink on one of the other dead guys we passed. Drink and a burg. That's all we need. Probably just
Gallon?
heals.
Do you read? I've got my transmitter working, so I can contact you directly.
Who is this? Jimmy? What's going on? There's dead bodies in here.
I know. And that's not the worst part. But I can't explain now. We can't keep the channel open, or our positions will be traced.
Who? Who will trace us?
We'll talk later, I promise. Right now, you need to get inside that room. The last registered access was made by the chief engineer, and his last entry in the system was on the medical bay. Your best bet is to find the chief engineer. He'll have the keycard with him.
Jimmy, this ship is falling apart. There's no way I'm getting back to the medical bay.
We need to find an alternate route. There's a vent access inside the chemistry lab. You can use it to get to the medical bay. But you'll need a special tool to open the vent. Go to the storage room in level 4. You can find one there.
Deck 4. Deck 5. Where are we right now? Are we on deck 5, I guess? This looks like something. It's a locker. Nothing in it. Alright. Great locker. Yeah, so I think we're on deck 5. But I haven't seen a way to go up or down. Is there a ladder around here somewhere? This may be a ladder? This gap? Or is there just a gap in the railing for no reason? None of these we need. I mean, if we don't find something here, then this whole area seems pointless because we can't go anywhere else. Unless we gain something new here. Just want to confirm that there's no ladder, that I'm just failing to climb down. It's empty locker. That is a sledgehammer, which means, of course, we can't take it. You never know when what might come in handy. Need a security card. It's probably the thing we need to get from the guy in the medical bay, so we can restart the engine. And none of this stuff does anything, so I guess we'll just go back out. Maybe something will happen that will give me some insight on where I'm supposed to go. I guess there's an elevator. That wouldn't let us get down to a different deck, but we couldn't use it. That's not the way out. I mean, these guys are looking right at the exit. How did I miss that? Okay, so... elevator. Does it work now? Alright, it just works now. It just works. We're probably not going to go that much farther, but save just in case. Where are we now? I guess we're on deck 5. I keep trying to hit E, but you actually have to left click. It does kind of seem like we have open access to look around now, which is kind of neat if that's the actual case. But let's just carry on to the direct path. That was a map. Storage room is number 5, which is... I guess out and down the hall to the right. I like that our player indicator is a little Sputnik. Sputnik. Yeah, so I think we need to go this way and take a right. It almost seems like a much less shitty version of CDF Ghost Ship. The game with the dev who is completely incapable of seeing how bad his fucking game is. That game also had a sort of open structure. Oh, I can't search this guy, he doesn't have a head. That's grody. There's a man in the hallway. That's just the torso. Tasty, tasty neck meats. The ship is speaking to me. I can actually hear her voice. I'm not telling the doc or he'll make a fuss about it. He won't understand. So now it's just really getting into Event Horizon. Is that a Cobra or a steam vent? Somebody really didn't like robots. Okay, so they put a password on the storage room. He says to meet in the garden, but this is one of the steam vents that the loading screen warned me about. And how it will fuck me up. Can I search you? Searching seems a little finicky. Like you have to be standing in the right angle for it to work. Gee, I wonder if her Dave love will have murdered her. You know, it's a bit less scary when you see the monster grimble grumble away instead of running quickly. Looked like he had a bit of the stanky leg. Oh, there's something flashing in red. That usually means pick me up. Pick me up and put me in your inventory. Walton used to make fun of me. He won't laugh anymore. Not without his tongue. Ah, so this is something we can't put in our inventory. We can pick up and use as a distraction, I would assume. I stepped on a wire.
Who could have done this?
Who could have... Oh, the hanging bodies. I was like, done what? It's just a general question. Okay, this is probably the storage room right here. Guess this guy should have legged it. $56197. Oh, nice thing he died right in front of it. Was it 59167?
Access denied.
56197. This is probably not the right room, is it? 56197. Yeah, it even says at the top right there. I just fucked up the number.
Access granted.
It's really dark in here. Fucking ex-cons working on my spaceship. Can't we just put them on a prison planet? Let them mine molten metal? I guess that was a prison planet only for people with double X chromosomes. It's actually pretty big. I kind of expected like a little closet, but this is a sufficiently large room. Fucking drug dealers and my technical crew. Man, it's space. You just gotta unwind sometimes, you know? There's a long-looking thing. It's a space tool.
I can use this for defense.
Oh, I can also beat people to death with it. It's always nice when a tool is multifunctional. This looks a lot like the... I forget what it's called now, but the similar tool weapon from No More Room in Hell. That has like a crowbar at the end. You know, wrench on one side and a crowbar on the other. It's a mega tool. Alright, we are running pretty long here, but I would like to try to slap somebody upside the head with this thing first.
These voices are probably the effects of cryosleep.
Yep. Totally regular effect of cryosleep. Well, as he said, we cannot fuck it, so... You know, good to know. I know he said forget. Wants a piece of me. Got myself a tool and I'm feeling sassy. Do we really have to come all the way down here to get a fucking vent tool, and then we have to go all the way back up? This door is jammed. That's the server storage. Guess we don't need to go there yet. Where is the elevator? The elevator is number 6, so we need to go through here again, right? Yeah. And then take a left. Through here? I feel like this is not the way we got here. No, that's a collapsed hallway. Yeah, we have to take a long way around. I'm guessing there's gonna be a man around here. There's a thing. That's gonna blow. I stepped on another fucking wire. That was the other thing the loading screen warned me about. Guess I should probably eat my snack. Alright, let's go back to deck 5 and then I think we'll call it. Okay, let's go pop open this vent. Maybe something spooky will happen, and then I think that's it. I have a feeling we're not going to get the combat in this. Which is, you know, I get... Oop. And there goes my mic for a second. Remember when I said that this thing is basically held together by duct tape? Well, if I move my head the wrong way, the mic will disconnect. My head is exploding. Every damn noise makes an echo inside my brain. I can't even think anymore. Even that hurts. Hi, Einstein. What are you doing in this random medical lab? Another save point? Yeah. I don't think we'll need it, because again, we're gonna end it. I'm just waiting for something to happen so I can end it on a solid note. You have to be, like, inside the locker to search it. I think this is a door. This could really benefit from a flashlight. Ugh. I think we're zoomed in a little too much because it's a lot blurrier here. Martian occupation. Jakara incident. Yep, this is a sci-fi game. Space City. Just a lovely bunch of coconuts we get on this ship. Somebody's on detention. Alright, well, I think that'll do it for Syndrome. As you can see, it's decently atmospheric and has a nice slow build-up instead of just spooky things happening immediately. And it's decent looking, and the voice acting's alright, so overall I'd say this seems like a decent thing. You know, the story seems to be kind of a boilerplate, strange artifact makes space crew go crazy setup. It might even throw in the wrinkle later of, oh, the thing they picked up was actually man-made. Then it would be very Dead Space. But, yeah, this seems alright for what it is. That said, it is a bit pricier than some of the other stuff I look at, since it's in the $25 range, so, you know, if this tickles your fancy, maybe that's a good price point for something like this, because there isn't really a lot of horror stuff coming out this year. Most of the decent horror stuff's been pushed to 2017, you know, Resident Evil 7, Outlast 2, etc., etc., so a lot of that stuff's probably not going to come out until the strangely populated you know, early spring area that used to be a wasteland for games, but is now a very popular point because it allows people to release post-shopping season and not have to compete with stuff like Call of Duty. So there isn't really a lot of horror stuff coming out, and if you want something to fill that gap, maybe this is it for you. But I've been Shadefire, this is Syndrome, and I will wake up on a spaceship with you again some other time. Till then, you folks all take care.